Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. In this episode, so little updates then for Buzz's Bar. We've got brickwork starting to fly up, and this was all exposed brickwork before, you may remember. This is now boarded in.
I wouldn't go for putting these in then, which would need either capping off or taking out.
Hoping we have HMO that looks like HMO before 2026. So we're here, we're back at Buzz's Bar. And if you don't know who we are, we're property developers based in the northeast of the UK. We do projects like this, HMOs, buy-to-lets, all kind of stuff. And we've got all the trading vehicles in-house. We are the contractor, we are the developer, we are the letting agent. We've got another refurbishment company, a maintenance company, and we show every week behind the scenes what it's like to build and run this kind of business. We're hiring tons of staff at the moment, we're showing all of that. We obviously have loads of difficulties and loads of successes, and we just try and be as transparent as possible. It's free value, so subscribe. Do me a favor and just pause yourself in your busy life and just subscribe, because it helps the channel out. Appreciate, enjoy the video.
Here we are at property number 2 with Shane and Danny. Shane's going to speak through a few things, and this one is in quite a state. As you can see, there's shutters all over the windows.
Steel door on
the doors.
well.
It would be an insurance thing. The insurance company would have gone, yeah, we won't give you insurance unless you've done this. It'd be area or condition of the property, like broken windows, that sort of stuff. Apparently it's quite a state inside as well, so let's go have a look.
We're doing a live event for Ground Up Podcast. So if you don't know what the Ground Up Podcast is, it's me and 3 property developer friends, and we get around a mic every week and we spread free knowledge about running our businesses, sector knowledge and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you go check out the Ground Up Podcast, and we're hosting a live event in central London. We're also hosting a go-karting event as well in November, so make sure you come to that. You can get the tickets to any of our events from the Ground Up Pod Instagram bio. You'll see the link there. So Ground Up Pod Instagram bio, click that link and you can see all of our event details. The live event is on the 9th of January in central London. We've got a great promo video. Insert video here. So we are hosting the Ground Up live event right here in central London at The Brewery. It's going to be on the 9th of January in 2026. And if you don't know who we are, we're 4 property developers based in the UK. We run various trading businesses. We're doing about 250 million in developments, 1.3 million pound commercial building into 22 residential units.
One of the biggest challenges really is making sure people are doing what they should be doing.
We've partnered with investors and raised £15 million.
GDV on this, we put the flat at the back and we rent the shop out, it's about 4.1 million.
My name is Ryan Beaumont and I run Beaumont & Partners. We're delivering about 500 units, a mixture of HMOs, buy-to-lets, commercial to residential conversions up in the northeast of the UK.
My name's Dorian Payne and I'm the Managing Director of Castell Group, and we are a social house building company based in Wales. We're building hundreds of homes across Wales and have a pipeline of over 1,000 with over £250 million all forward sold.
I'm Jack Jiggins, co-founder of the XP Group of Companies, which is a development company based in Oxfordshire, and we've delivered almost £100 million worth of property development. We also run a surveying business, a social housing portfolio, and a HMO business too. I'm the 4th member of the Ground Up podcast, which is also the Ground Up Network and now the Ground Up Live.
What does candid mean? Nonchalant. What's that mean? We're speaking French here. So who's this event for? Well, if you're a property investor, a property developer, or you're looking to get around more property people, or just be around highly motivated people, well, this is the place you need to be.
The whole day is going to be based around networking. So ultimately, that's how the 4 of us boys have helped each other scale our businesses over the last few years. So we want to get a load of people in a room, active people, developers, investors of all sorts, share ideas, case studies, and hopefully you come away with some useful contacts, have a few bevies, and have a good time.
You can get your tickets on this page, so head over there and get them, or even better, bring people along and get a group discount. We thank you for watching the video. We're super excited to launch the Ground Up event here in London on the 9th of January, and we'll see you there.
So as you can see, it's going to be a sick event. We're going to have loads of fun, big stuff afterwards as well. So make sure you come down. Anyway, enjoy this vlog.
Right, so kitchen to start with then.
That looks more like 8 mil.
Yeah, it's a DIY job that. Yeah, that would need relocating. Now this kitchen looks okay in this light.
Just be new doors and panels.
Yeah, looks nice. We've got the nice shutter features as well, so.
Just repaint them. There's a reason for your shutters.
Covering glass everywhere.
Window.
Well, this one here,
Do
we do have the RCDs,
RCDs, yeah.
but we don't have any search protections. If we need to change it, subject to the AICR, if it's still in date, we can leave this one and add search protectors to it.
Yeah.
So this one,
is that a smaller add-on than a whole new DB?
it's a small add-on, yes.
Yeah, so it's
Yes,
not as pricey.
that's right, yeah. Looking at underneath, again, you've only got one fuse, so we don't have to worry about any shade.
Perfect.
And it's got the 10 milli or 6 milli cable on there. That's looking good. We'll still have to check the earth on the gas meter though.
RCDs, sorry. So what do they exactly do? So does it just separate each area of the house?
Yes, the residual current protection. If you get too much current or a light bulb pops or something like that, there's a break in the circuit, these will trip off.
But then it does it so it won't do the whole house. It's just that floor.
Yeah.
So just
That's
separate,
sweet.
so the upstairs will turn off, but say the kitchen,
Well,
dining room, everything downstairs
yeah,
is fine.
that's right, exactly right, yeah.
Right.
It's put in for extra protection. People have dryers for the laundry, that type of stuff.
That chips it a lot, yeah.
Electric showers start getting faulty.
Yeah.
It's an early warning type of thing. That's what you're looking at.
Back in this way.
To be fair, Danny, I thought it was worse than this.
I know, yeah, I mean,
It looks bad.
it looks terrible, but
Flooring's alright. Well, windows seem quite expensive.
got no windows, no glass in any doors.
Yeah, does everything in here look okay? Like, see, they've got-
Curious about that. I think it's a gas fire to look like an open fire, which would need either capping off or taken out. Again, depending, sometimes the gas is let in with lead, so it's difficult to cap off, because now we can't have lead in any of the properties except water, especially not in the gas system. You're not allowed to have that now.
What's the reasoning behind that?
It's down to poison, or it's down. Sometimes they say they might get a pin prick in it and you've got a gas leak. They've been there hundreds of years, so I don't know why it needs to change now.
Yeah.
It won't bite you, Jay. It's all right.
You can't see this, but Jay's like looking around at that. So is lead more like susceptible to being infiltrated, or?
It's just new legislation. They're just changing it. You know what I mean? They leave water in there. You can have a water leak, which will cause probably not as much damage as a gas explosion.
Sorry, lead.
But still,
Yeah.
you know, it's...
But strange.
It is strange. They just think these new ideas up all the time.
Just do it so they say they've done something, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, upstairs. What do you want?
Yeah.
So little updates then for Buzzers Bar. We've got brickwork starting to fly up. Scaffolding guys came around and gave us our temporary fix, and this should be up within the next, I mean, Fabs is on it, so he'll have it done in like 3 days. And then we'll... Lunchtime, yeah, beautiful, mate. It's lunchtime in about 10 minutes. So yeah, brickwork flying up, and then that's going to be our new stair core to access the HMO wing. So happy days. Good to see that starting to fly. A little bit of weather today. Externally, so we've now sorted all the new lintels that needed to go in. You can see where they're pieced in there, and then you can see what the guys are doing with the lift we got. So basically, wherever the render was falling off and we just couldn't salvage it from the brickwork, they did a load of tap testing basically to rip that bit off. And then we're filling it in now all the way across the full facade of the building. It's wraps the whole way around because it's detached. We're going to apply like this thin layer of pebble dash. It's not like the kind of pebble dash you think of. It's like a thin layer, and that should tie the whole thing in aesthetically, and it'll be like a white pebble dash. Should give us the finished product as well, and it'll be a hell of a lot cheaper than what we were going to do, which is rip all the pebble dash and give it a full K rend. We just couldn't do that in the end. It just cost us way too much when we found a lot of abnormalities in the enabling works initially, which meant we had more structural costs eating into the contingency. Dev finance facility doesn't like that, so we had to find other cost savings, and this is one of those things. Just need to deal with the council on the finishing detail as a material amendment. Other than that, cracking on nicely. Come inside. So we've got all the double boardings on the walls now, near enough. No perimeter thermal board on yet downstairs, but we've done that upstairs. Pretty much all the M&E is done and pulled in. This room's not a good example because it's still a bit of a piecemeal. Come through this way. This room's also a piecemeal because it's just a through corridor for materials. But in here, you may or may not notice, this is now at the same stage that the upstairs was when we were last here. So this is HMO, ground floor. It's going to feed 8 beds this side, kitchen diner at the end. And you can see we've now double boarded pretty much every wall and closed in all the M&E. Bathroom will be there. It's just the perimeter wall insulation that needs to go on down here next. And they've literally just 10 minutes ago finished the upstairs. So that will be flying on next. And then the taping and jointing that started upstairs will follow down sequentially. We've got lights on as well, electrics in the corridor. They're running. M&E's pretty much all done on the first fix. You see we've got our back boxes in and everything ready down here now as well. And the plumbers have done their first fixes, hot and colds, flare and returns. Shower tray placements starting to go in, but upstairs is a lot further on. But the plumbing will follow behind all of that. So we'll go upstairs, it's a better visual.
Nice little hall and outdoor just there. Hey, we've got some natural light in this one, so it's better than nothing.
And half a window on that side. Oh wait, there's...
Oh no, it's only half.
Oh, it's double glazing.
It's double glazing, but one side's smashed a bit.
Great.
Is there anything with that we'd have to be concerned about, or?
New socket, but I would be more inclined to sink them into the wall to stop that type of thing happening.
So is that because someone's bashed into it or caught it, or?
Taking the furniture out, wardrobes, and just caught it.
Just cheaper to just plonk from the outside, isn't it, than skim it in?
Yeah.
Because yeah, they literally just added it into the skirt in there.
That's it, yeah.
Is there any issue with them being sort of that high, or is it fine for them to just be as high?
You shouldn't really have them that high.
Right, but would that be something we'd have to factor in and change, or are we fine?
Again, a lot of this comes down to if the council's licensed the area, then it's a different ballgame. You've got to have them so far off the floor and everything like that, so many sockets in a room. But if it's not licensed, you can put them more aesthetically, I should say, I don't know, 30 centimetres up from the floor, so everything looks equal all the way around.
Yeah, rather than just one on the top of the skirt there, a broken one there, and another one third up the wall there.
What would you say, Sammy?
Do not use warning sign.
That's because it's being drained down because it's empty.
Okay, yeah.
So not many water leaks, really.
Other than that, I mean, pipes looks like that looks new. They've added something there, some valve.
It does look reasonably new.
It looks, it's pretty clean. Nothing that jumps out.
No, yeah, that's all right. That's just a feed. That's only a 3 amp fuse in that, so that's okay. It would have had a heating tank in here. And that's what that's cut off for.
Actually, it goes up there as well. That side.
In the position of it would be better not to change that because of the position. If you look, there's the flue going up there.
Oh yeah.
And that's a lot more money to get all that put into a normal flue going straight out the wall.
Oh, that's smart, actually. Yeah.
Bathroom. I don't know what that's about. Probably reseal the bath, and this one will be good to go. Add an extractor fan if need be.
I mean, sink looks pretty alright.
Yes,
It's clean
new. I'm not keen on these in rentals because sometimes water gets in the plinths and it sucks up and then bubbles. These all get water damage very easily.
Oh, like underneath there.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the kind of floating almost one, so better?
Yeah, that's in good condition. So I would be probably thinking about leaving that. But
Right,
I wouldn't go for putting these in rentals.
New one. Okay, sweet.
But everything else looks in
Small
good order.
maintenance. Just a new toilet, do you think? Or
Yeah. No. I would leave it.
Sweet, man.
I
Easy.
would leave it.
Final room.
Oh, there's the front door. I think the police have been banging on this door.
So this room would be obviously new decor for us. Or new decoration for this property. I mean, the property is in absolute state. We can see even there, there's nothing aesthetic about it. We've got a set of sockets up here when we could wire a TV in, and then we've got another set down there and another set down there. So the property's in a random condition, to say the least. This is definitely something that would appeal to us. We could definitely do a lot of things with this one, and probably our first full window on this one as well.
A lot of potential.
It's not like much structural work. It's just cosmetics, really.
Yes, that's all it is.
It just looks dirty, but yeah, I think that does it at this property. I think we'll go look around the side, but other than that, very insightful. Yeah,
Very good.
very good property as well.
Look at.
Good find, Danny. So yeah, on to the next one.
So upstairs we go. We've also had all of our windows done and quoted now. So first quote we got 83 grand. Second quote we got just shy of 50. Third quote just above 30. And that's what we budgeted for. We budgeted for about 35. So all the windows are now being measured, they're getting fabbed, and they'll be on here the next few weeks. They might start to go in actually by the time we're next here. So apartment on this side, you see double boarded every wall now. This is the thermal board. Now on all the perimeter walls throughout the top floor, which is good. And this was all exposed brickwork before, you may remember. This is now boarded in, which is nice. M&E's pulled through. We've not got all the back boxes on yet, mostly on. So Leckies have just got to finish off those bits. Ceilings are all enclosed, lintels are all done. So this is getting ready for the taper and jointer just to follow through. Same in this apartment, pretty much here. Got all of our door linings as well to go in, which is good. Thank you, big dog. So this is now entering from apartment side of the building into HMO side. This wall will be put back, jumbo wall, double track for the acoustic and fire barrier. Then this is going to be kitchen diner. So as you can see, bit of a piecemeal job there, chasing that in. All the perimeter wall insulation's on. The second layer of ceilings in. So you may note downstairs, the M&E track's still exposed. We put one ceiling layer in, then we have a sterile fire void, M&E track run in, and then we have this finishing layer here to enclose everything. Door line is going on. They're all getting plumbed up. Beautiful John's here doing his taping and jointing. So all the joints in the boards will tape and joint and then buffer it over, and then all of the screws and things like that, buffer them as well, and then just paint onto the board. It's a much quicker application for a building like this where there's a lot of walls to go at. So there'll be minimal skimming in this building, which is just a lot quicker. So door lining's in, taping and joint is going in. We've got our ceiling grids in. Leckies are on. Pretty much all the M&E's done. Electric, sorry. And the plumbing is at this point. So we've got our hot and colds for the shower. Trays are on site. Got our elbows, everything to connect in with a soil stack. We've got sink. Pretty much once John's out of here, then the plumbers will come in, boom, 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 fly through. That should take them best part of a week to get their first fix in for the HMO side and then into the apartment. entrance. So it's that sequential process following in from the top down. It's like a snake the whole way through the building so that the trades don't get on top of each other. And John loves it because he can just go at this on his own, not get in the way of anyone, not moving around a joiner here or there, all that sort of stuff. And then this will be the main entrance to this HMO room once that stair core is built. So we've got all of our CCTV and stuff like that getting wired in as well. We're going to capture the whole building for security, all of our little mini manifolds, the IVs, so that we can always turn off and isolate each individual shower to make sure we have that with an access panel. So if there's ever an issue with the water in a particular bathroom, we can isolate the bathroom and not have to turn off the water for the whole building or for the whole unit. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's moving on nicely. This is a good part of the project because everything starts to close in. And once you start putting paint on walls, then it's like, oh, looking like an apartment. But then a lot of the detailed work comes in, the skirts, the joinery, hanging the doors, decoration, the kitchens, second fix joinery, all that stuff. And second fix electrics ties in afterwards. So I'm hoping we have a HMO that looks like HMO before 2026, which is about 10 weeks from now. So happy days, big love. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Really appreciate it if you do. And I'll see you somewhere next. So it's been a busy week of hiring and interviewing new staff members, particularly for construction. We've also restructured the media team where Chandy, our good friend Chandy, has passed over one of his lifelong best mates who worked at a big multinational marketing company based out in Sri Lanka. So we've consolidated some of the more penny task parts of the marketing where it's managing the socials, data, analytical reporting, all that kind of stuff. And we've built a team of 6 guys out in Sri Lanka to manage all that stuff with us. And then we have our production guys, Jay behind the camera and Chandy over here managing Ground Up Podcast and Beaumont and Partners. So that's great. Restructuring there, getting way more efficiencies out of our output and our reporting back from social media. And then we've been hiring for an acquisitions manager at the moment. I've done an interview in London, got a few interviews up here, literally got one coming in 10 minutes, and then a couple more next week to essentially bring even more impetus into the larger sites and building out that pipeline because the investor interest for us is growing and growing on the bigger sites. People want to get into the commercial to residential stuff. And ultimately, between me and Sammy, we've been doing the sourcing for those, but I just don't have the time of day anymore. So we need to get someone in with that expertise so we can really fluff out the larger pipeline. So that's ongoing. And then we've been interviewing for the construction office downstairs for a contracts manager and to bring someone in on the procurement side and sort of finances in there as well to manage P&Ls and things like that. We've very quickly found an amazing contracts manager who starts Monday now. We're Thursday time recording, so that's great. He's going to start Monday. And then we found someone who is interesting, has the right aptitudes for the business, but we'd have to train them up a bit. But sometimes it's best to hire an aptitude because this person I know could be great for us with a bit of training. So, and has very strong procurement knowledge, but we need them a little bit more on the QS side as well. So there'll be a bit of training to do there. And they may also start Monday. I've literally just got off the phone with them, sent them the offer, and we will see if that's suitable for them. And then we'll have 2 more guys in the construction office, which is just stabilize our operations ready for more and more scale as these bigger sites flurry in. So we're bringing in a lot of senior heads around the business, consolidating and just getting ready for the move to London, where we'll then be steroid injecting the capital raise to bring a lot more equity to the business and ultimately acquire more sites and bigger sites. But we've got to always cater for the operational side. Now, tomorrow morning, we have a new girl starting in the refurbishment business, so the buy-to-lets, and she's coming on as an operations administrator, and I'll be taking her in there from 9 to 11 on Friday to do the progress report meeting with the project managers on the buy-to-lets and teaching her all about those processes, how to manage labor diaries, the procurement process, the progress reports, troubleshooting stuff, managing clients, all those kind of bits where she'll be essential to that back office function, alleviating Vicky and myself who currently form that role, and she'll take a couple months of training as well, but she's got great aptitudes. There were other candidates we interviewed who had more experience, but ultimately she just came across the best. We just know that she'd fit in perfectly in this office, in this environment, and we can train her up because she's hungry to learn more. She wants that career progression, and we can offer that here, which is the best part about a growing business and a multifaceted business like ours. There's lots of rooms for growth, horizontal navigation. If people want to kind of move to a different role, we can retain staff much better. So yeah, interesting, exciting times. Team is growing rapidly, but it's good because ultimately the business is growing rapidly. So revenues are growing, so the team's got to grow as well. And we're just getting ready for the move to London next year. And I'm excited. £100 million company. We're going for it. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe. Do me a favor. Just subscribe. Click it. Click subscribe. Helps us out a lot. Like the video as well. Big love and see you next week.